Okay, my name's Kevin Badway, and I figured it's about time I post a video because this is getting really crazy with this whole paranoia scare of coronavirus. Now, I want to make it perfectly clear that I'm not necessarily trying to make light of anything out there. I know that anytime you're dealing with viruses, it's something that should be taken seriously. And I know there's controversy out there. Is it man-made? Which obviously it is, I'm sure. Because I have an opinion about that. I think that it's designed for the sole purpose to create a fear, which it's done, to cause people to go into a state of panic, which they've done, to go to the stores because they're afraid of either being quarantined or because they're afraid of the zombie apocalypse or something, whatever. So they got to stock up on bottled water and toilet paper and the whole nine. And I went to the grocery store today, and sure enough, the grocery stores were like, I should have took pictures because I was like, wow, people are actually really taking this very, very seriously. Now, I'm a person who was homeless for 15 years, okay, living on the street, okay. Did I ever get sick? Yeah. But the whole 15 years I was homeless, I didn't go to the hospital because of the flu or pneumonia. I think the most serious thing I went to the hospital for, aside from getting a broken rib in a fight, was acquiring bronchitis during the wintertime. And that's the results from living with my mom for 30 years, from breathing in all that secondhand cigarette smoke. Anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is because people are really throwing common sense out the window. People don't think, right? People are getting into fights over toilet paper. Toilet paper. It was stupid enough that people got into a fight over a chicken sandwich. It's stupid that people will fight over sales on a Black Friday, right? And get into fist fights and endangering people's lives. You are so being manipulated and controlled. It's sad, it's tragic, and laughable at the same time, because you're acting like animals. You really are. I mean, they've got you pegged. You know what's really stupid is, like, for example, with this whole toilet paper thing. Why don't you just go to the store and buy you wash rags? You know, little hand rags, right? You don't need a whole lot. Get you 10, depending on how many in your family. If you're a single person, you only need a couple or 3. If you've got a big family, get 5 or 10, and you're set. Why? Because wash rags are reusable. You go in the bathroom, you pee, you defecate, you do whatever you got to do. You wait till you feel like you're done. You take your wash rag, wet it with a little water, wipe your butt, then you're done. You take it, you wash it out, whether it's in the sink or the bathroom sink, or put it in your laundry, wash it, rinse it out, and repeat. Saved a whole lot of money on toilet paper by just reusing a wash rag. I mean, keep in mind, there was a time when we didn't have toilet paper. How do you think they wiped their butts back then? Use logic, people. Bottled water. You've got water coming out of your faucet. If you're concerned about bacteria and germs, boil the water. Get a water purifier. It sure beats having to go stockpiling a whole bunch of water, bottled water. And if you think about it, this is all designed to get you to go out and buy stuff when things are stagnant, and you stockpile in huge amounts, and then you create a problem for people who maybe are elderly, who can't get out and go shopping on a regular basis to get the stuff that they need. And you're kind of hurting them because of your own greed. This paranoia is creating a greed amongst you that common sense could simply avoid. Talking about washing hands, wearing a mask. If you got to do those things to make you feel better about whatever, then do it. If you got to wipe everything down with bleach, do it. If you got to get hand wipes, okay, then do it. But you don't have to get so paranoid that you got to stockpile as if there was a nuclear war. It's really crazy. And when this stuff goes to the wayside, when they've all of a sudden say, hey, we've corralled the coronavirus, it's no longer a threat, it's no longer an issue. Now you've got a shitload, pardon the pun, of toilet paper stashed in your apartment or house. Well, I better not see your ass at the grocery store again when that crap is quelled to buy another roll of toilet paper. Allow some for the rest of us. But aside from that, if worse comes to worse, I'll just go to Ross and buy me some wash rags because it's no big deal to take one, wipe your butt, when done, wash, rinse, repeat. There I go. And you know what? I ain't taking up a whole lot of space either. Gee, common sense is a wonderful thing. It's a shame a lot more people don't have it. Anyway, that's the thing that's kind of bothered me. So this is kind of a short video. So basically what I'm telling all you people out there who are stockpiling everything because you're scared to death of the coronavirus, do us all a favor. Get a 12-pack of Corona. Have a party. Lighten up. We have survived for thousands of years. And for those of us who believe in God, remember the scripture, no weapon formed against us can prosper. And if this is a man-made weapon, then your faith is in God. Because mask ain't going to save you. And wiping things down is not going to save you. I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody else, and one of the reasons why I survived 15 years of living on the street, breathing in everything known to man, for the most part. Here's what you do. You boost your immune system. Increase your vitamin C intake. Now, although doctors recommend you shouldn't drink juice because of the high sugar content, and if you're diabetes, maybe this won't apply to you per se, but you'll have to find ways to increase your vitamin C intake. I usually kill two birds with one stone by getting like cranberry juice. The reason why cranberry juice, okay, not cocktail, not juice cocktail, but 100% juice, is that the cranberry juice is very good for the kidneys. It helps flush out the toxins out of your kidneys. So, if you remember these three things, combined with, a little bit of proper hygiene, you got nothing to worry about. Cranberry juice, 100%. Increase your vitamin C intake, cranberry juice, and plenty of water. Like I said, that you can get right out of your sink. Boil it if you don't have a water purifier. Otherwise, invest $20 or $30. Buy you a water purifier, hook it up to your faucet, and drink water to stay hydrated. And if in the in the unfortunate event that you do still get sick, which is always a possibility, go see a doctor. That's what they're there for. But you don't need shots, and you don't need medicine. If you just do the basic things that the human body needs and requires. And common sense doesn't hurt either. So anyway, that's my moment. Take from it with what you got. I know the trolls are going to come out and put their 2 cents in. Talk about I'm not that informed. Informed? How can I not be informed? I watch the news every freaking day. That's all I see is nothing but paranoia, paranoia, paranoia. Stop being paranoid. Stop being mind controlled and manipulated. Get up off your butt. Get a little common sense in you. And do what needs to be done, which is increase your vitamin C intake, use cranberry juice, and drink plenty of water. And boost your immune system. I don't know if you get it through vitamins or minerals or whatever, but that little regiment that I just said right there, I survived 15 years of being homeless, living on the street. Okay? Sleeping around areas that have been peed on and defecated on and breathing all that dirt and yuck and grime and all that stuff, and being around all the pollutants and this, that, and the other. My nose is a little stopped up right now for whatever reason. Hey, it's wintertime. Is it possibly something that's in the food that I ate? That's creating a stuffed nasal problem. But I don't have flu-like symptoms, so I don't think it's corona or that whatever. I'm not going to allow myself to get paranoid because of something. If I cough, I'm not going to jump to conclusions that everybody who coughs all of a sudden has coronavirus. But that's what the media wants you to believe and get suckered into. Stop it. You are a grown, hopefully, some of you who are not so grown. I mean, there's some children that I think are smarter than most adults. Get it. It's about time you get it. Put a little common sense out there, get it into you, and realize, look, it's not benefiting anybody by getting involved in all this paranoia. It is designed, it is controlled, it is manipulated. And the fact that because you find out, well, the NBA is suspending games, football season is canceled, and so forth and so on. Look, if they don't know any better, they don't know any better. Okay? And they get paid millions of dollars. They get paid millions of dollars. And they scared? Are you serious? They have access to better health care than we ever could have. And they scared? And that, again, is sold to you. If they're scared, you must be scared. I don't let millionaires and billionaires control my way of thinking because they push the panic button. Because they're either in the know or they're not in the know. And the majority of them seem to be not in the know because they're going along with the program. But if they just woke up and smelled the coffee and said, oh, you know what? This doesn't make sense at all. And if it doesn't make sense, well, there you go. So anyway, I'm closing out. Vitamin C, increase your intake. Drink plenty of water. Drink cranberry juice. Clean out the toxins in your kidneys. If you start to get sick, sweat it out. Bundle up. Turn off the air conditioner and the fans. I don't care if it's hot in your room. You want to get hot to sweat it out. That's why God created sweat and pores, this and the other. Sweat off the toxins. You want to get the toxins out of your body. Okay? Now, if you want to get a little bit more, for those of you who are really health nuts, eat healthier, exercise, so forth and so on. But just those three basic things will help out tremendously. You have to think of your immune system as like a boxer stepping into the ring, right? How does a boxer train? The boxer needs to spar, to work on his techniques, to get his rhythm down, to get to get his style down and get hit. Knows what it's like to get hit, and how to dodge, and this and that and the other, come back and boom, boom, boom. And because of that, it makes you a better fighter. So when you actually step into the ring against a qualified opponent, you're going to be able to, hopefully, if you don't defeat the opponent, at least do your best to resist your opponent from beating the holy living crap out of you. Same thing with the immune system. Your immune system, if you wipe everything down and kill all the bacteria and viruses and everything that the other, your immune system inadvertently gets weaker and weaker and weaker because it has nothing to fight. It is not prepared to be able to handle that one case when you do get the flu or the cold or the coronavirus, because your immune system has become so weak, it's not able to fight it properly and have the strength to be able to combat it as good as it should have. And then people get really, really, really sick. That's what happens. That's the reality. Okay? So think of your immune system as like a boxer. Get it properly trained. Allow yourself to get sick. It's okay. It's like having a broken bone. Okay? You have a broken bone, it gets healed. And when the bone heals, it gets stronger and thicker and is able to withstand more punishment down the road. I don't recommend everybody go out and break bones. I don't recommend everybody go out and get sick. I do recommend people to apply common sense and not allow themselves to be suckered in with this agenda that is going on. And this is an agenda to get you scared, to get you paranoid, to go out and buy stuff that you're probably not ever really going to use, at least for a long time. But if that makes you feel better, there's nothing I can say that's going to appease you. But just use a little common sense, people. Because paranoia begets paranoia begets paranoia. And the worse off we get with this paranoia and greed and this and the other. I mean, think about it. People are being greedy with the toilet paper and the bottled water, not thinking about the fellow citizens and the elderly who really need the stuff as well. What does that say about you? It says you don't care about anybody else. You only care about yourself. And for those of us who believe in God, when He returns, when Christ returns, okay, I think He's probably going to put a lot of you people to the back of the bus. Because He's going to remember how you put yourself before your fellow man. Think about that. And for you non-believers who are probably going to troll and say, oh, this isn't about God or whatever, hey, don't worry about it. You don't believe in God? Don't worry about it. Don't need to troll. Don't need to criticize anybody else for their beliefs. Because obviously you got nothing else better to do in your time than to do that. So I'm not even going to mess with you, okay? Whatever comments you post, I'll probably end up deleting because I don't like dealing with childish people, morons, imbeciles, and that's exactly what you are. If all you're going to do is comment, troll, because you disagree. It's okay to voice opinion you disagree, but when you start blasting other people for them and whatever, and if they say something that you think is not that bright or that intelligent, you don't chastise them for it. And I'm guilty. I've done that. I've chastised people because I think sometimes they say the most stupidest things or whatever. But sometimes we got to sit back and realize, hey, maybe this person just doesn't really know. So you give them the information, give them where they can get the information, and allow them to find out for themselves rather than just attack people. So let's just stop attacking people. Let's stop accusing people and just apply a little common sense. Maybe the world would be a lot better off if we did that. I'm thinking. I sure as hell know the world would be a lot better off if we weren't paranoid and we weren't so greedy. And maybe if we showed God and Christ the same kind of love that everybody showed Kobe Bryant, who was nothing more than just a human being who played basketball, won some championships, big frickin' deal. He's not God. He can't walk on water. And he's dead now. Let it go. Okay? If we showed God half the love that you show your sports icons and your entertainment celebrities, I know this world would be a lot better place. Anyway, that's Bad Way Reporting. I hope you learned something from it. I'm out.